What's up, my guy?
I'm good. You alright?
I'm alright. How are you, man?
I'm happy. Hey, man, I busted my front camera. Now I need to find a filter that works.
All right. Take your time. Take your time. You let me know when you're ready. Yeah,
I am ready.
you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for this episode, we've got rapper, songwriter, producer, basically three in one. Today, I'm going to be basically interviewing three people in one person. Goes by the name Sisekelo, Sean, artist in the country. Was once nominated, in fact, for the top 20 Bushfire contest, as well as Swama Best Hip Hop. You correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, man,
Sir.
it's a great one. Questions are allowed, and yeah, man, we can begin. But basically, I want to start here. In fact, so tell me where you're from, your roots, and where did you grow up?
Okay, I'm from Fairview, Manzini. That's where I currently live, and I've been ever since preschool. But
Yeah.
well, so before that, ngakula at different places. Ngaqala ngahlala Makupeleni. I don't know if y'all know where that is,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's some nice place at Mangai. And then we moved to what's this place? Timbutini. That's my
Uh,
mom's home. Moved on to Sisekelo, then Fairview, which is where I've been living ever since.
all right. So tell me, somehow did you grow up in a music background type of setup? And how's your upbringing influencing basically your love for music?
Bro, the network is breaking up. I really can't hear you. Please repeat that question one more time.
Okay, so I'm saying, how did your upbringing basically influence your music and your love for music?
How did my upbringing influence my music? Not much. I'll be honest. I'll be very honest.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what I would say influenced my music is mom's playlist because mom loved R&B, which is actually how I even got my name. I'm not sure whether you know this, but Sknet group Victoria E Westlife. Do you know that group?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Still, pardon?
I do. I do.
I'm saying, do you know the Westlife group?
Yeah, 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 I do.
Yeah, exactly. So mom loved those olden day R&B, and that's how I actually got into music. I was just listening to them, and then primary school, I got introduced to Kendrick Lamar by a friend of mine called Sisekelo, which is like
Yeah, yeah.
grade 4, which is when then I started writing my own lyrics. It's funny
Ah,
how we were
okay.
talking about this the other day. But see, I knew you as just the guy from grade 4 writing lyrics, and now you're all over the papers and all of that stuff. It's actually great.
That's great, man. That's really great. So basically, to me, you struck me as a very multi-talented person. Um, Muvlo thing and basically, my question would be, why did you choose music out of many of the options that I know that you have? As to me, you're really multi-talented.
Please repeat that question one more time.
Okay, so to me, you strike me as a multi-talented person, right? And for me, I feel like you had like a lot of options to choose from. So now the question is,
Yeah.
what made you or what inspired you to pick out music from those range of options that you had?
Huh. Okay. I hope I heard you well. So if I heard you well, why music?
Why music? Yeah.
It's crazy now that it's crazy now that I think about it. I haven't
Uh-huh.
actually thought about it. But let's see. I think at first it was like I remember the one song that actually got me into music. That one song was Busta Rhymes' "Look at Me Now"
Uh-huh.
with Chris Brown. I was like, I want to rap as fast as
Hey
that,
man, back in those days, that's
and
like
I learned
2008.
from exactly. So yeah, I was like, I want to rap as fast as that. And I did, I learned the song and I rapped it to my uncle, Menzi.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, man, you dope. And I loved that validation, I'll be honest. And I started rapping it to more people liked it. And that's how I got into it. But why did I continue? And well, why did I continue?
Why did you
Might
continue?
get deep right now. Yeah, might get deep right now. Brace yourself. So,
Yeah.
2009, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was in grade two. So instead of viewing music as this whole let me show people I can rap thing, it started
Yeah.
becoming more of a coping mechanism, if I were to put it like that. I used to jot down my thoughts in poetry form and until I finally
Mm.
met Daisy, in
Mm-hmm.
which started recording together and I put them in music form. That's why I continued to ease the pain.
Mm. Mm. So it was a coping
Yeah,
mechanism.
exactly. But then now
Um.
that I'm happy, it's like, damn, I don't know why I do music anymore. It's just the fun of it. Yes.
I mean, you're having fun with it. I was listening to your songs even yesterday, man. You're just having fun with it. And basically, what was your first song, and how did that one come about?
Please come again.
What was your first song, and how did that one come about? Yeah, I'm sure an artist always has a story about their first song every time.
My first song is not crazy, bro. I remember this. This was like form two,
Mm-hmm.
grade grade nine. Yeah. So the song was titled Excel. I actually got it. I performed it at a school competition, Silesia. Crazy, crazy. Now that you ask,
Yeah,
I might have this right here. I'm taking out. Just give me a moment.
yeah. Or
It's important that you see these. It's
it is
important
your
that you
plan.
see these gold medals, these bronze are from the school competition. Actually, this bronze one
Mm-hmm.
is from my first song. So I performed the first song titled Excel, and I got a
Ah,
bronze. I need to do better, and I went back to make another song. Following year, got a silver. Following
yeah.
year, got a gold. This was a school competition, man. I only did my first song so that I could join the school competition to showcase my talents.
Oh,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it was kind of awesome. I
So,
won't lie.
so you use that as a platform to basically start a career.
Pardon?
You basically use that platform to basically start a career, which is music in this case.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hope I heard you because wow, this network.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So now, fast forward, you release the song. So my question is, do you remember the feeling you got when you first listened to the song after recording it? And how's that feeling?
um, I'd like to answer that question by saying I remember the feeling that I got while recording it because
Yeah.
remember I was inspired by this Busta Rhymes guy, right? And I had like a fast part on the song. And the moment
Yeah.
I switched up to that fast part, the producer was like, "Yay!" It was
Hey,
actually Changamai. I'm not sure if you've heard of him. He's a great guy.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, what was the feeling? I can rap. That was the feeling. I don't know how to describe it.
So basically, you were
It
realizing
was
that,
super
oh, actually, I can rap.
califragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's really dope. So now, so everything now you realized. In fact, I want to highlight the fact that you realized that you can rap, and now what then made you stumble upon the producer part of yourself?
What made me stumble upon?
The producer part of the person that you are, because obviously now you're like three people in one person, and now you're actually a producer. And how did you get into that space? Because that's a very tricky one.
Wait, please repeat that question one more time. I swear this network is gonna be the death of me.
Yeah, don't worry. So, like, what made you stumble upon the producer part of yourself? Like, how did you get led into?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How did I get into production? It
Yeah.
was okay. I was making songs using downloaded beats. I advised Gutio, if you can
Uh-huh.
tell with music, you need to use original beats in terms of beats you actually have the rights to. So now I need to have original beats. So I contact a couple of homies and they're all expensive, man. Well, expensive
Yeah.
during my day. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm not gonna pay for a song that I'm not even sure if it's gonna make me money. So I'm gonna do this myself
Mm-hmm.
from like recording, mixing and mastering, making the beats, everything.
Yeah.
Promotion. I was like, I'm gonna learn this for myself and I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. That's yeah. It's just avoiding costs, honestly. That's
So
how
where
I
did
got
you
into it.
learn? Because these things are now these days. I mean, you're in the modern day, and I think back then it wasn't that easy to learn producing. Because now it's like you're just one click on YouTube away from learning how to produce. And how did you get into that space?
You said, please repeat that. Wasn't it easy too?
It wasn't that I believe that it wasn't that easy to get into production back then as it is now. I mean, obviously now you're just like one search away on YouTube, or all of a sudden you're a producer. So how did you learn on being a producer, basically?
Huh. Just to repeat the question, if it wasn't that easy back then, so how
Yeah, yeah.
did I get into it?
Yeah, how did you
Okay.
learn how to be a
So
producer?
how to produce? Hmm. Trial and error. The time, damn,
Just
don't tell
trial and
my mom
error.
this. The
Trial
time I
and
was
error.
supposed to
Yeah?
the time I was supposed to be starting, I was learning how to make beats, watching YouTube tutorials and all of that good stuff. At first I was like copy paste what they do on the YouTube tutorial until I was
Yeah?
finally able to get my own groove. And I remember having a friend that I started with. It was at a cruise. So we used to like vibe to his workplace and just make beats. They're trash, but
Mm.
that's how we started.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So now, do you mix and master and produce all your music right now as we speak?
Um, I want to say yes. Yes, I mix and master all of my stuff, but I now have a team that kind of stuff. So I don't want to take
Sorry, I didn't get that.
yes sir, yes sir.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I was saying, yeah, of course, I do mix and master my craft, but I wouldn't want to
Hmm?
take all of the credit because this tape that I'm working on, I have a couple of people who are helping me with the mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I have to pay someone and outsource those resources, and sometimes I ask Alex. He's the one who's more hands-on this project. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Okay, now that's dope, man.
so
Um, so now, like, I wanna get into basically how many years have you been in this industry? I think now it's been what 4 or 5 years, 6 years, 7 years.
damn. Let's see. Bro, grade four. Okay,
Grade
Salag
four.
Balago,
Okay,
from when I released
that's
my first song.
okay. Now that's more than 10 years. Okay, so now looking at the experience you have in the industry right now, I want you to give me
Mhm.
one word you would use to describe the industry in the country as we speak, and why that one word.
Huh. Um, that's a very nice question. Actually, I do have the word in mind,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm trying to find similar words. Okay, I'd say developing. Developing is the right word because difference from back then and now is nyaro se siya balit sabo Mikasa, the bringing in Cuesta, Nasty C, all on the same show, for example. Check. So it's
Mm.
definitely developing and mission deserves music, if I were to
Yeah.
put it like that. Music is starting to get the mission it deserves.
Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it. Um, are you an independent artist, by the way?
How would you describe it? Sorry to ask.
How
How
would
would
I
you
describe
describe it?
it? Well, how would I describe
Yeah,
the
from your
entertainment
perspective,
industry?
how would you describe it? I'm curious.
Okay. That's a okay. I haven't. I actually thought about the question. I didn't think about my answer. But I think I'm also falling onto the developing part of things. I mean,
Uh-huh.
now people are starting to get to know. I mean, the stuff around music royalties and licensing and stuff like that. Which are things that we never really knew if we'd go back like 3 years from now, 3 years back from now. So I'd say developing, but at the same time, not much effort is put into basically uniting everyone together. It's not everyone is really
Mm,
united from what I've seen so far. Because I've only had my interest in the entertainment industry since Form 4, grade 11. So initially from
okay.
that time, I've had like a lot of time to analyze, not as an artist, but as a person who just loves the industry and loves music. I love music a lot. I listen to everyone. And with you, I just found a new artist to listen to. So with that, it's just developing, but at the same time, people are not uniting enough. So yeah, man. Hopefully,
Okay.
hopefully we can get to that one day.
Proper, proper.
You're satisfied with my answer.
Every idea. I could hear bits and pieces of that because of the network. I'm like, okay, catch it there. You
But
know
you
when you
could you
hear the
could put it
words
together.
one by one and you're just connecting the dots. That's what's happening.
Oh, yeah. So basically, are you an independent artist?
You said so basically?
Are you an independent artist?
Am I what?
An independent artist.
Oh, independent artist.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'm currently independent at the moment. I I did sign a distribution deal with Paradise Entertainment, Paradise Worldwide, actually. Sorry, it's a German company that conference. So let me start my own record label, and I'll be distributing my music via that. Outside that, I don't have management, and I'm managing myself. I do have management, and
No.
yeah, I am
No.
independent. And I'm
So
working
what?
with CBM Productions. I should mention that it's important.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. So
Yeah.
basically, would you say what is your take on getting signed to a record label? Would you want that to happen, or is it something that you're like, no, 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 I'm not getting myself into that.
Yeah, it's crazy that you asked that question because Banfu are always shying away from the record label perspective.
Everyone is ducking record
Having
labels, man.
been in the yeah, having been in the Bushra conference, I learned to see record labels might not be a bad thing. It's all about intention. If you're going to sign with a record label, what's your intention with signing with that record label? So yes, I am looking to sign. One that I have my eye on right now is Antidote Music. Those guys are great. But then even
Yeah.
if that doesn't work out, it's cool. So yes, I am looking to sign to a record label to step ahead
Basically
everyone
manage
else.
everything. Okay.
Yeah, plus being
Okay.
under people don't notice this, but record labels are really well connected, connections that you wouldn't have
Yeah,
before.
true. That's very
So
true.
just yeah, so just by being in a certain organization, let's say you can get a swama because they're able to, for example, promote you that well, such that
Mm-hmm.
people vote for you, for example. So being in a record label is not all bad. Just have
True.
intention if you're going to sign.
That's true. That's so true.
Yes. So
So continue.
so so I was like, I couldn't live like this. So instead of just drowning myself in depression, let me deal with all this baggage.
Mm.
And I did that, and I'm happy now. So it's like behind me, all of that negative, he passed on somber feelings. I let go of, to put it like that. So now I don't think of him anymore.
Well, that's. I guess it mostly sounds like you've healed from it. You know.
Yeah,
So for me,
I
it's
hope.
like, huh?
I hope because
Hopefully.
yeah.
you know. So basically, how have you basically dealt with your depression all these years? I mean, you show a lot of vulnerability. It's not really a secret how much you would be depressed in any way, shape, or form. So how have you dealt with your depression all this time?
How have I? That's actually a good question.
Mm-hmm.
How?
How?
Sheesh. I'm trying to think of where to start when it comes to answering that question. Do I
Yeah.
start like from the very beginning or right straight from the how? Okay, I'll start right straight from the how. I think it was me noticing what I need help and seeking for that help.
Yeah.
And that's how I honestly can't give you a straight answer, but then the first thing I did was I can't live like this anymore. Let me start looking for help. So went on the internet, what's bothering me, downloaded a couple of apps. One of them is actually called Beam. It's like a therapist, but online. That didn't work until I finally stumbled upon that J. Cole video, and he was like, yo, deal with your situation, deal with your baggage.
Mm.
And I don't know how I dealt with my baggage, but I just know I did. And through that, I found peace. Meditation. I feel like that's how I accepted the situation and I accepted myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because the major problem was when you're in depression, you have low self esteem. So it was a matter of me trying to find myself until I finally loved myself and accepted myself for who I was. I feel like that's how I got through it.
That's really dope, man. Now we're really getting into this, and the thing is, would you say music played a part in saving your life?
Not at all. I was depressed, but not suicidal.
Oh, okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's a very good thing.
yeah,
That's a very,
exactly.
yeah,
Maybe depression might not even be the right word. Maybe I was grieving and I'm confusing that with depression.
yeah. You
Who
dealt with it
knows?
in a different way, basically. I think I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you drinking alcohol on the interview? What's up with
No, hell
this man?
no. I don't drink alcohol. I'm currently not there right now.
No stress.
It's just sugar. Um. So basically, now you've healed from your traumas, right? And I read
Yeah,
your
yeah.
EPK. Feels like you had like a lot to say, and you went through a lot of lot of things, including the other gender type of, yeah, that stuff.
Wait, what? No, say that. I don't know what you're talking about. What's that?
The other gender,
Oh, heartbreak.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna get into that because that's just general stuff. But like initially,
it's nothing new.
if yeah, it's nothing new. Pff, nothing new. So initially, what is one thing you would say to the people who did you wrong, besides the females? Because that's we're at
Oh, oh,
least talking
not the
about
female.
those. They're lost
Yeah.
cause.
Are you talking about friends or strangers?
Friends.
Just
You can
random
include
people.
females if you want to, by the looks of it, because it seems that's what you're thinking
Not
about.
even. At first I was, but then not
Oh,
anymore. Yeah. Okay, I'll start with female because
yeah. What happened?
hey man, it's a long story. After the interview, we'll sit down, have coffee, and I'll tell you about it.
Okay, cool,
But
cool,
then
cool.
one thing I can say is no hard feelings.
No hard
And to the
feelings.
females. Yeah. Honestly, I don't believe Gucci when you go through all of that, let's call it, what should we call it? Phase?
Yeah,
Breakup phase? Whatever that
breakup
is.
phase.
I don't believe we should be enemies after that.
Yeah.
Uh doesn't mean we should be friends, but we can be civil. So yeah, that's what I can say about that concerning females. When it comes to people, I don't think I have much haters. If I do, uh come aboard. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they help around. They help around. You know.
Yeah, I mean, Steezyuniversal said it. Haters are just free marketing. So,
Yeah. So initially, after what happened on the female part, touching on that, do you still believe in love?
nice.
Don't answer. Just don't answer.
Man,
Never mind. Never mind.
I will answer, but it's hard to answer. It's going to be hard to fall again because I'm still stuck on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna answer that.
Okay. So there's no one at the moment. There's
Nah,
no
fam.
unlucky
I
lady. Okay.
wish.
At least.
I wish. Shoot your shot.
Hey man.
No, not you. Like the lady. What's wrong with you?
No, it sounded wrong. It sounded wrong.
I meant the ladies, man.
Man. Okay. Well, back to work.
Back to work. Yeah.
Back to work. Before I get. So initially, now you were in the top 20 of the Pushfire contest, and you were nominated for best hip hop on your very fire song, one of my favorites. What's the name? I forgot the name. It's Live Life. Live Life.
Guidance. Wait,
Guidance.
love
Oh
life.
yeah,
Wait.
guidance.
Love life was for Bushfire. Ah, yes, was
I,
for Bushfire, and then
I also
guidance was
mixed it up.
for
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, now that happens, right? In that
Uh
moment,
huh.
how did you feel?
I was like, Mom, this is it. We're blowing up. And
I did
then I
it.
for real, it was
Yeah.
like everything that I had ever wished for.
Mm.
I got an interview. I remember DJ T's allowed me calling me Yo Shot. Got an interview, Artist of the Week. That guidance song was Song of the Week multiple times because
Yeah.
it all happened in 1 year, mind you. So I'm like, oh, the song blew up, Live Life blew up for Bushfire. Ah, yes, for Bushfire. And then now we're on the awards. So I'm like, Mom, this is it. And then I was overwhelmed. And then I stopped working, which is something that I shouldn't have done. Should have used that momentum to keep going.
Yeah.
And that's
Actually.
definitely something that I've learned. Yeah,
Actually.
that's true.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick out. Okay, before I even talk about those two songs, which are "Live Life" and "Guidance," right? Because those are the two songs
Yeah.
that basically got my attention, and basically those two songs in context, they're actually quite different. Actually, funny enough. So now, like, I
Yeah.
actually realized that your sound is you kind of like change your sound around. Sometimes you want to sound reggae like. Sometimes you want to sound like, you're bringing out the vulnerable part of you, and you like also trying to. At some point, you actually kind of get hyped. I think it's which song was it? I think it's
Peter.
New Flow,
I'm
New
like, Peter,
Hose, and
Peter,
some
Peter,
other new
Peter.
songs that you were kind of like just
Yeah.
having fun with what you're doing. So now, with all the diversities that you always explore in your music, and every time you produce your music as well, who and what inspires your sound?
Who and what inspires my sound?
Who and what inspires your sound? Yeah.
Um, who?
Who?
I'd say of lately it's Melania, the girl on Guidance, the first
Yeah.
verse of Guidance. Yeah, I feel like Melania is a very, very important part of my music, or to put it like that,
Yeah.
because one, she doesn't want to be an artist, so I
That's
usually
she
still.
sounded like one. That's really weird.
I know. She even gave me some fancy word that I forgot now, which basically means she just does this because she's talented and because she can for
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, that being said, she's one of the most talented females that I know. Period. I don't want to even say like an essay, but period. So her having that type of background musically, I get to learn from her because I get to see her create in her zone
Mm-hmm.
whenever we're doing video calls and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
and her status videos. So I'm learning harmonies from her. I learn harmonies from her. I learn go to music as an experience. You don't just send out energy out there.
Nah,
You
nah,
have
nah.
to create an experience that someone is going to live in for a particular moment. So she's really shaping the way I view music.
Hmm.
And who else is inspiring? Brand Brand Phase or Fayaz? I don't know how to pronounce that. Probably
Brent
butchered it.
Fayaz, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that guy is also very inspiring. It's crazy how I actually listen to R&B
Yeah.
than I listen to any other genre.
I can't listen
So
to R&B these days, man. Kind of ish. It's reminding me of someone who, hey man, like ish R&B. But yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Continue.
that's fine. You sound like you've been through a lot.
No, not
But yeah,
really, not
so
entirely. I just prefer not thinking about someone. Like right now. Not right now.
nah, it's fine.
Especially not right
Not
now.
right now.
You know.
Yeah. So
So
yeah, let's
initially,
just
yeah.
yeah, you go. You go first.
Okay, so initially, I listened to the song Sides, which is like, I think on SoundCloud it's the latest, the one that you are featured on. How did that one come about?
Ah,
Ah,
do you know it's
yeah, I know
we're
it.
listening to the lyrics.
I'm doing my job.
As
What
in
do you
when
think
you
I'm
li-
doing?
well, it's crazy how the song is based on a true story. I'm not
Yeah.
sure whether Tris wrote it that way, but it's based on a true story. There has been instances, not even one, but instances whereby there's a particular girl that one
It's
minute she
always
likes
a
Sean,
girl.
one minute she likes. Hold on, hold on. I don't want to be name dropping anyone here. I don't want to play the villain.
Yeah, don't do that.
So,
Don't do that.
and it's not just one. It's happened multiple times. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
just one girl. One minute she's texting Sean, one minute she's texting TZ, next she's texting Cruz. Basically the whole squad. So hectic. So
Ew.
that's what the song is about. So you would TZ outside, now you would Sean inside. That's the chorus. Pick a side.
So
It's
it's
all
actually
about
based
that.
on a true story. I thought you guys were just having
Exactly.
fun.
Hey bro,
Hey.
most of our songs are based on true stories, if not all.
Okay,
Let me
this is
actually tell
actually
you a story.
yeah.
Let me tell you a story.
Uh huh.
Um, Back in high school,
Hmm.
my best friend sees you. He dated some girl. I'm not gonna say her name,
Please
He
don't.
dated some girl.
That never ends well.
Yeah, that's true. He dated some girl, and I don't know how, but I somehow ended up flirting with that girl. I didn't know he was dating her. It's just me flirting with a random girl online, and she's interested. And
Mm.
now at Riverstone Mall, she's just like, "Yo, I have a date. I'm buying that set." I'm like, "Yo, can't leave me alone here." So we all buy, and it's the same girl. That's the funny thing. Funny thing is, it was totally normal. We all had lunch. Nothing crazy, no drama. It was just her, me, him, eating lunch, talking, and everyone was cool about the situation. But then, yeah, me, I don't share. So I was like, yo, calling this off after I left. That was just crazy.
I. Stay away from girls, guys. Stay away from girls. But
And then
seemingly
people
I
judge
can't
me,
do
bro,
that.
when I talk about.
Huh?
And then people judge me when I'm this way. Like, I'm still stuck on the ground, man. Like,
You're
y'all
still
heard
stuck
it.
on her.
No, not her. I'm just still stuck on the ground. The only
Still
person
stuck.
I'm stuck on. There's only one person I'm still stuck on.
Yeah, I know
I don't
that
want to
feeling,
name him.
man.
Yeah. There's always that one.
Yeah, currently that's why I can't listen to R&B anymore, man. Otherwise, I go the whole day thinking about someone. But um,
Yeah. At least, man, you think about someone. I hear an R&B love song and no one comes to mind, man. It's bad.
oh shit, hey, hey. But initially, now, in fact, I wanna browse through your some of your songs. Basically, the ones that literally stuck with me. Another
Uh-huh.
one was New Flow, New Hose. That one, what
Hey,
was what was that about? Even the title just tells me something, you know.
I can explain. That
Yeah,
one
explain.
was just
Hey,
not what it looks like.
hey. Every
So
time I heard that, it didn't
that
go
that
so
one
well.
was, mm, that one was super random. It was just how did that song come about? I remember texting some American guy, Young 808, that guy, the guy on the song. That is initially his song.
Yeah.
He came up with the concept, sent me the beats,
Mhm.
and we worked via email. And this is idea, honestly. I don't even know how that came about. It's just him sending me an idea, me putting verses on it, me posting it on my SoundCloud because he has a better following. So I was like, it's going to boost my career, and it did because it got like 20,000 plus plays.
Damn.
So
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. I saw that. I was like, hey. Actually, I saw that. That was last night. I forgot.
yeah, so there's no story behind that one. It was just an
Oh,
international
great.
collab,
Thank you.
yeah, at the right time. Mm.
All right. Now that's dope. Now the deeper one was for me. The deepest, in fact, was 5 letters. That one sounded
Hey,
like you were speaking to someone, and I don't know who you were speaking to. Were you speaking to yourself? Were you speaking to a brother? What
I
was
was
that?
speaking to uh, I was speaking to the family I never had. I know it sounds wrong to say that,
Yeah.
but you you scheme. My dad passed on. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. So my
Mhm.
dad passed on,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then mom was seeing this guy. Ne? He was at Pongola. So I went to Pongola and just visiting the guy. He was at work. I was like some really nice neighborhood, gated neighborhood,
Yeah.
and I got bored. I literally ran out of stuff to do. So I'm just walking around, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to have a family, like a legit family, something that I've always wanted. It's going to be
Mm.
mom, him, and his kids. So I'm like, let me write a letter to all of these people. So I wrote a letter to the sister I never had, wrote a letter to the brother I never had, wrote a letter to him,
That's
talked
crazy.
talked to him as my dad, and I wrote a letter to my mom,
Mm.
and then everyone.
Hence 5 letters, actually.
hence 5 letters.
Damn, that's crazy. That is such a crazy concept, you know? Now, like, honestly, speaking of crazy concepts, right? For
Uh-huh.
me, I talked about these two songs, Guidance and Live Life.
um,
Like, literally, I can't even pick between the two. Like, Guidance, yo, 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 yo. It was, hey man, it had me, it had me going for a second, you know. At some point, I even felt like calling that someone and say, "Hey man, listen to the song, dude." And then I remembered, "Hey man, let me
hey.
not bother her." But like, it was just like it was that nice. It was a really good song, and both of them, in fact, were good songs. And I was trying to pick out which one was my favorite song between the two, and I couldn't pick out which
Um,
one is the one that I'm picking because those two were just okay. There's Guidance. Okay, Guidance has things that Live Life doesn't have. I listen to Live Life. Live Life has a concept that
that's
Guidance
true.
doesn't have, and you're just like, okay, what's going on here? It's a lot that's happening, and like literally, I want to know how did they come about? Because I mean, these were collaborations, and these were probably one of the greatest songs that you've made in your career.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How did Live Life come about?
Live Life.
Let me trace back my steps. Live Life was the first time I started that one. How did that one come about? So I downloaded the beat online,
Mhm.
um, by the artist, is the producer. And after downloading that beat, I'm a winner. I remember Lungelo Tom coming to the house. Okay, you're gonna hear me sing a couple of lyrics. That's me recalling. Each time I sing something, I recall what was happening when.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember Lungelo Tom coming to the house, and now I remember. It's when I was healing. That's actually when I healed. That's the song that healed me.
Oh,
That was like, love yourself. Yeah, that's where I started loving myself. And how did it come about? I remember Msimis is one of the persons. Msimis, do you know Msimis? The one from
um,
Baban.
see me, see
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Anyway, he's a great friend of mine. He's one of the guys that helped me get through depression.
Yeah,
Each time I was like, yo, bro, I'm down bad. He's like, yo, Sean, come on, man. Each time I was like, yo, man, my swag sucks. He's like, "Oh, I take my swag from you. I mean, look at how nice that shirt looks." So he
yeah.
was just that pillar. So at first I was like, CMC told me you gotta da 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 da. So I was appreciating him in that song, and
Mhm.
then I was like, huh, maybe I should just appreciate myself for how
Yeah,
far I've
yeah.
come, and live life and be happy. And
Mm,
then Lungelo having a gospel background, he's like, I'm a winner. No beginner. The Lord got my back. So yeah, that's how this whole song came about. It is
yeah.
just me trying to love myself in in form of a song.
Mm, that's crazy. And how's Guidance? Cause
Yeah,
Guidance
honestly.
was just a whole lot. Hey, Guidance, man, yo. Hey. Nah, actually, I'm gonna
It's
send
the
it to
one.
her right after this, man. I can't. Yo,
Matter of fact, send it right now.
I'll send it right now, man. Well, how did that come about?
Guidance. I remember. That's when guidance. So we were at the studio, Miguel's house.
Mm-hmm.
Miguel's the guy on the hook. We were at the studio, and Slade my name. I play the beats, and homies are like, "Nah, bro, I'm bouncing. We don't want to get on the song." I'm like,
Mm,
"Eh, okay." Everyone vibes, so it's just now me, Teasy, Damien, and Miguel in the other room. So
mm-hmm.
Teasy and I are just listening to the beat on repeat. And I'm like, yo, what are we gonna do? All the people who can actually sing are gone, like Bolung and Lutsam and them.
Yeah,
So now in a bit of a hustle now because none of us can sing, but we can
yeah.
rap. But then we need a sing hook. It's like, you know what, Sean, relax, I got this. Gets on the mic. I don't even know when he wrote all of that, but it's like, I like those shots that you worry. And the moment he
Mm-hmm.
finished recording that, I was like, my boy, I got you. I was like on the computer, auto tune, papa, it worked.
It worked.
And then now we have the hit teaser section done. I have
Yeah,
this hook in my head that's like, just do it for me.
For
I
me,
tried it. It didn't work.
for me.
Yeah, I tried that. I tried singing that. It did not work. Auto
Yeah.
tune did not work. Caesar
Yo.
tried it. It did not work.
Mm.
So now we have a really, really hypnotizing hook with no one to sing. And
Yeah.
then we called Miguel. We didn't know he sings at the time.
Mm.
We just had an idea. Maybe this guy can do it. We give him the idea. He gets on the mic. He does it. He executes it perfectly. One take. No redos. But like, this is the one. Go back to cooking. We're
Mm.
keeping this. That's how we had Just Do It For Me by Miguel. And then it was late. Everyone left.
Eh.
And then now, yeah. And then that's when I sent the song to Melania, which took about a whole 3 months to get it back to me.
Mm.
That's how her verse came about. It's just her trial and error over 3 months. Okay, I'm not sure what it took her 3 months to do it. I just know it took her that long to send it back.
Mm.
And then Sia was also at the studio because we went back the next day, and then I recorded my part. I was in love when I wrote that song. Dear
Oh.
Mrs. Me, I think upon her Mrs. Me. I swear you're the piece of the puzzle that I've been missing here.
Hey.
So
Hey.
I
Hey.
wrote that specifically to someone,
Yeah.
and turns out the puzzle was not complete.
Ooh.
Because it did not work out, sadly. But it's fine. We moved.
Yo. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Guys, work through these things, man. You work through these things. Now, getting down to the reason why we're all here, you just told me about how two of these really good songs came about, and in truth, you have so many good songs on your catalog.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
I already told you my favorite. I think you already know what my question is. What are your
What's my
no, no,
favorite?
no, no, actually, what is your one favorite song out of all the songs you've made?
Hmm. That's a hard one because it's like picking your favorite baby.
It's
You're not supposed to have favorites.
like picking up. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, like period or from these two songs. What's my favorite song? Period
No, no,
from
no.
all of my
Out of every
uh
single song you've put out.
out of every single song I've put out. It has to be Peter,
No
man.
risk.
Who doesn't like Peter?
Huh?
It's literally the first song you hear on Thank You for the Wait.
Yeah, on the EP, right?
Yeah.
That's your favorite out of
So
everything.
yeah, that's the favorite at the moment.
Mm.
Reason being, it's gospel. No one knows that. It's
Mhm.
about Peter denying Jesus on the court. I think he denied him 3 times. Do you know that story in the Bible?
I think so. Yeah.
No, you don't.
I think so. I said
So
I
yeah,
think so.
we, we all know you don't. Who doesn't know that story? But it's okay.
Get to the point.
That was the point. See?
No, but it's one of those stories that you remember as a child, but it's not something that you would highlight and you know.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. So the reason I love that song is it's just a turn up song and it's
Mhm.
gospel. It's something you wouldn't expect because people expect gospel to be in the churches.
Yeah,
Check.
yeah, yeah.
So
Sometimes you could you could
me
you, you could produce these things in different genres.
exactly.
Mm.
That's like why I love that song at the moment. Before my favorite song was Five Letters. We all know why. Family I never had.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, basically, now we're getting into the EP. Running out of time by the looks of it, but okay. Um, who or what? Wait, 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 wait. Actually, no, I'm losing track. Okay, no,
Okay.
actually, the EP itself, right? Tell
Uh-huh.
me, how did the EP come about? I mean, you have 10 tracks over there. I'm sure it took a while. A lot of people were involved by the looks of it. And how did it come about?
Ah, that one was just to prove a point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't done anything in years. It was so dope, man. Though it wasn't anything special at the time. At the time of the recording, it was
Yeah.
just me saying I haven't put out work.
So basically, how did it come about?
The EP.
Yeah.
So it was just me. Another reason I'm gonna answer that by saying another reason that I continue to do music is to connect with people,
Mhm.
be it in Eswatini, be it across borders. So
Yeah.
it is just me trying to find the best talent that I could find at the particular time and bringing them aboard with me, inspired by the Lift Easy Rise Challenge by NSTC.
Yeah.
So that was like the whole purpose of even starting that album. And then how did it become Thank You for the Wait? I was
Mm.
supposed to release it on New Year, so I did not release it on New Year, and I was just like, instead of saying sorry for the wait, I'll be like, thank you for waiting.
Yeah.
It's always being late,
Yeah.
for to put it like
Better
so.
late than never.
Usually, exactly.
Mm.
So I'm usually late to most things. Like the album I'm supposed to release this week, it's not coming out.
Yeah.
You check. So
Yeah.
that's how the name came about. And then once I sat down to listen to the songs, I was like, I can't just put music out there for the sake of putting music out there. What
Mm.
is my story? What do I have to say? And
Mm.
that's how the whole long story that you read came about on
Yeah.
the EPK. Yeah,
Yeah. No.
that's how.
So, who exactly inspired this EP?
It's not a who. It's just me wanting to connect with people.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's really dope. I'll pick up my favorite track. It's Homecome with RK. I wanna know
Oh my God.
what is
How did I
behind
forget that
that.
song?
That song was damn. I mean, RK is a really good person and very good artist. And how did that come about? And what's the basic skin behind that song?
Mm, how did that song come about? That one was not. It's not that deep as well
Yeah,
for that one. It
yeah,
was. I remember I wrote that one after one day. There's one song called One Day, and one day is about one day I woke up and I had it all. Woke up
yeah.
in designer clothes. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. So I wrote that one after one day. So I'm like, all right, now we're going to the beach in Malibu with Melania. Now we're doing all of that crazy stuff. So basically, it's manifestation.
yeah.
That's how that song came about. Melania actually done a verse that I didn't include in the song, sadly,
Mm,
but that's how the song came about. Started writing it with TZ over here. Tell me, is you with it? Hey, yeah. So when I hear that song, I'm thinking beach. I'm thinking I'm drinking coconut water. I'm
mm,
thinking I'm eating my cereal. I want to make a cereal called Shani O's. That was
yeah.
Melania's idea. So it's just us enjoying the life that we've worked so hard for and imagining ourselves there. That's how home come. And then now we're remembering home whilst we're there in that situation. And it feels like home.
Damn, that's
It's not,
really to me
yeah.
it's a bit deep, but okay, okay, okay.
I was about to say it's not the deep. I like how you heard it.
It's a bit, you know.
but but maybe it is deep,
Yeah,
considering
yeah, it
good
is.
see after yeah, I've been listening to the song like repeatedly. I mixed that song, mixed and
Yeah.
mastered that song. When you mix and master a song, you have to listen to it repeatedly. So
Mm.
I'm like, eh, man, I've heard this like 1,000 times.
Hey, hey, man, Vans, man.
Thanks, my bro.
Right. Okay, let's continue. I lost track again. But anyway, so now we're like So basically, who are the people who are behind the production of the project? And would you say these people played a role in making you feel like it was a successful project?
Hmm. Production.
Production.
let's say I recorded at South Sound Studios most of the songs,
Mm.
and some of them I recorded them at my place.
Yeah.
I mix and mastered. I think all of them, if I'm not mistaken. If there was a project that wasn't mastered by me, then it should be mastered, mixed and mastered by Homemade Productions, because I remember they were also involved
Yeah.
and the mixing and mastering. But then for a few songs, so and then beats. Most of the beats were like, what did I get? Beats. 18, a friend of mine from USA. Okay, I wouldn't say friend, but acquaintance of mine from USA
Yeah.
or Canada. I don't know where he's from. But then another one is the artist, another person that I reached out to, but didn't get back to me for some reason. But then I used his beats anyway. So yeah, man. Let's just say the internet beats, but then I did tell the people that I'm using them.
Mm.
It's 18, the artist, and myself, and Homemade Productions, South Sound Studios, Melania East.
All right. No, that's dope. So initially, was this project for the people or was it self therapy?
Self therapy, man.
Self therapy.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Usually, yeah. I don't know. Actually, that's a great question because how do you say a project is for the people? Define a project that's for the people.
Maybe like say you're not really going through the stuff that you talk about. Maybe I'm going through
Ah,
it. And you're basically
okay.
helping me go through whatever. It's not something that's real, not yet. I'm good for now, but I'm good for now
I
before I
got
get
you.
into
No stress.
trouble. I'm gonna be asked, why aren't you good? But I'm good for now, I guess. Um,
You guess.
I guess, just to avoid being in trouble. But initially, so basically, I think for the people would mean, like you are helping me through whatever I'd be going through at a time, not currently, but at a
Um,
time. And basically, it's not really necessarily focused or based on how you're feeling.
okay. That's a really great response. Huh. Well, I feel like that one was more for me project, but this one that I'm working on right now is more of a bit of both because some
Mm-hmm.
songs I'm like, some songs I haven't gone through stuff, but I've seen them from other people. So I'm like, I can talk about that. And
Mm.
then the stuff, as usual, heartbreak.
Great. Every time, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
My friend advised me to stay single, so I'm trying to do that.
yeah. Hey, yeah. No, don't just do it for the fun of it, man. That stuff can really hurt, especially for all the
I
wrong
don't,
reasons.
man. I
Yeah,
mean, who does it for the fun of it? Okay, some people do, but
some people do,
that's not
man.
me, man. Yeah,
But
true.
yeah, some of
I
these
wanted to
things
say
you gotta.
something, and I'm like, hey, nah, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, but some of these things, man, you gotta let someone prove themselves to you. If they're not doing that, then they're not worth your time. You know what I
Amen.
mean?
Amen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's what I could say about that. Moving right
Back to
along.
work.
Huh?
Back to work. Back to work.
Moving right along. Do you feel like this EP outlines your current headspace?
Not at all. I
No.
feel like, yeah, everything I've done in the past, uh, outline, like with me, I'm always present, ne?
Yeah.
In all the music that I make, usually, a matter of fact, let me rephrase that. With everything that I've put out, I was present at that moment.
Mm.
So the way I think now has changed from the way I thought back then. So right now, I even forgot the question, but yeah,
It
I'm
doesn't
at a
outline your
different
current
headspace
headspace
right
right
now.
now.
Exactly.
That's cool. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's
I'm happy
that's.
now, man. I'm
So
happy.
you're
That's
just happy.
literally
You're just
my
having fun with it.
response. Exactly. That's literally my response every time someone asks me, "How are you?" I literally go, "I'm happy."
That's really good, man. That's really good. Unlike some of us who are just wandering around, But
Ah,
hey, it's
lost
kind of
souls.
huh?
Lost souls.
Not really lost. Not really lost. It's just when you have someone to worry about, it's not always that you're okay. But sometimes you're
Uh-huh.
good. Sometimes you're not good. It's like this. But it
Who
seems
are
like
you
I love
worrying
I love
about?
the way things are going. So kind of
Ah, wait. Are you letting someone else determine how you feel? Is that what you're telling me right now? You
no,
said
not
when you have
entirely.
someone else to worry about.
Not entirely. No, no. But obviously, when you have someone around, sometimes if they're not okay, you're not okay. Obviously,
You're not okay. You're not.
exactly. So initially,
Okay.
that's sometimes how it goes. And yeah, man, general life things. But finding myself and just focusing on myself. Focus on yourself, dog. Focus on yourself.
If
Until you
I had a dollar
find
for
someone
every
who
time I
helps
heard
you
that,
focus on yourself. Not a person who's gonna
that's
make it all
true.
about them.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. But
That's
to
very
wrap
true.
up, what is one word you would describe this EP, and why? Back to the word that describes it. Something, I guess.
Eesh. um, one word. Hey, this one I really didn't think about. Sheesh.
Yes,
Thank you for the
sir.
words.
There's one last
Colorful.
one you haven't really thought about. Anyway, continue.
Colorful.
Huh?
I describe it as colorful.
Colorful.
Yeah. Like you said, there's a lot of different genres,
Yep.
genre bending there.
Mhm.
Reggae, deep. My whole thing there was me trying to find what I like, exploring every genre and then finding what I like and
Mm.
possibly sticking to it and experimenting with it. So it was a really colorful project. We have sad songs, we have happy songs, we have reggae, get high songs, we have chill
Mm.
songs, melancholy. So yeah, colorful.
Colorful. Actually, yeah.
Mm.
Now that you say it like that. But anyway, moving right along from the EP. Good luck on the EP. I can't wait till it's actually released because actually I just listened to it. But initially, shout out to everybody who's gonna listen to it. Really dope EP. Now, speaking of what's coming, tell me about the Under the Sun project.
Yes,
Under the
finally.
Sun,
That's
yeah,
the one I've been waiting
yeah,
for.
yeah.
I was like, damn, when he's gonna ask me about this. But yeah, Under the Sun. Under the Sun explores the concept of. I'm not one to be religious. Let me start by saying that.
Be
I'm not a
religious,
fan
not
of
spirit. I
religion.
mean, be spiritual, not religious.
Yes, yes, I actually am spiritual, not religious. So that's a really broad concept because under the sun is nothing is new under the sun. Everything that we see is just ideas of the past being
Hmm.
put into perspective in the new world, if I were to put
Yeah,
it like that. It's just refining them. Yeah, I think that's the word I was looking for.
refining. Yeah,
Refining them in with the better technology that we have now. So with nothing being new under the sun, I'm like, what was is. Stay
mm.
with me. What is will be, and what will be has been.
Yeah,
Does that make any sense?
sort of. But yeah, I kind of get it. I get where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's like the whole concept. I feel like it'll be divided into three.
Uh huh.
But no, why am I nah, I'll let y'all figure this one out. I'm gonna be a Kendrick on this one and be like, I'm gonna be all poetic and stuff. I'll let y'all figure it out.
So it's a project. When is it coming out?
It was supposed to come out 1 August on my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
but then due to people sending their verses late, last time I heard from Mike from Paradise was like 2 weeks ago. I think he went on tour. I'm not sure what's going on there. So
Yeah.
there's miscommunication with my distributor. There's people submitting versus late. I'm forced to postpone the release date,
Oh,
possibly
okay.
to the end of the month, or surprise drop. I guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know by the looks of it. Hey. Anyway, can't wait for that
Exactly.
project, man. And yeah, man, can't wait for any new songs as well that are yet to come. Good luck with it. Can't wait to
Yeah.
listen to most of what you got. But now, I want to get to the heart. Like the last question for
Yeah.
me right now is fast forward everything, right? Fast forward. You've created a whole catalog. You've made something out of yourself. You've actually made yourself proud. You've made the people around you proud, and you've made some of the people who really love your music proud. Fast forward
Mhm.
from all of that, how do you want to be remembered?
Sheesh.
While I drink water.
That's finally, you're no longer drinking alcohol.
Dude, that was not alcohol. I'm at home. That was not alcohol. Literally, my mom can
Sure it
attest to
wasn't.
that. That was not alcohol. This is sponsored by Coke, by the way.
For real.
That was Coke. That's literally Coke.
It was Coke.
It
Sure.
was Coke, actually. Even my mom can tell you.
Totally believe
Funny
you.
enough. I'm at home, man.
But then, yeah, man, how do I want to be remembered? I want to, I want to be remembered as the guy who wants people to be genuinely happy because he's happy. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me elaborate.
To me, it makes sense, but
Like,
for people, yeah.
yeah. So I want to say most people don't know they have to deal with their baggage. And as a person who has dealt with my baggage and I'm genuinely happy, I want to share that happiness. I'm an advocate for love. So I want to share the love, be it family love, be it friendship love. I just want to spread love.
Mm,
And that I feel like that's how the music that I'm going to be making starting now is going to be. It's going to
yeah.
be happy, groovy, cheerful, and yeah, man, just want people to be happy
In basic
because now I'm
terms, that
happy.
would you'd be expressing your happiness to make other people happy. That's how what I'm taking
Exactly.
that.
Ah, thank you for simplifying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anyway, thank you for taking your time. Thank you for joining us on this one. Really great person, initially a really great artist as well. And it was really
Ah,
nice
thank
getting
you.
to know a new person and a new artist again for the first time in a very long time, actually. But
Yeah.
thank you so much, man, for taking your time. Thank you for the Wait EP on your SoundCloud right now. Later, it's going to be dropping on official platforms, I think. So, yeah, man, good luck with everything you got to do. Much love from here. And yeah, man, I don't know what to say next. The interview spoke on
I
itself.
do.
I don't
Thank
know what to
you.
say next.
Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know me, I'm Sisekelo. Google me.
Yes, sir. Right, I'm going to stop recording.